You don't need a satellite guided missile to break a coconut, and you don't need a neural network to tell you that your supplier is always late. Hi, my name is Lok, and I am an SAP supply chain planning consultant. And I speak in plain, simple business English, English that business users understand. It's an important skill to have in a world where the way to prove one's worth as an SAP consultant seems to be avoiding speaking in English. By the way, this is going to be a long video, so pour yourself a cup of tea, coffee, or any other beverage that you like, sit back and relax. You're welcome. Today, let's talk about something that every other consulting partner in SAP or non-SAP ecosystem or software vendors insist you must have, namely an advanced supply chain planning solution, or IBP, or SNOP, or SCP, or any other three-letter acronym that gives your CXOs PTSD. Let me ask you a simple question. Do you really need one? Because the systems are not cheap, not simple, and certainly not forgiving. So before you start spending a fortune configuring your constraints that you didn't even know existed, let's start with these 10 simple questions. Machine capacity, storage capacity, transport capacity, even human capacity. Are your constraints even real, measurable, and recurring? Or are you simply assuming that they're constraints because someone said so? And if you're fulfilling your current customer demand reasonably well with your basic MRP, you're probably doing okay. You do not have to invent bottlenecks just to sound strategic. Are you trying to plan production, distribution, procure raw materials, or simply do some long-term capacity evaluation? Not every product in your supply chain needs to be forecast with advanced machine learning models or sophisticated forecasting models. Some products may need higher precision in your forecast. Some products can be simply forecast using moving average methods. If your forecasting models doesn't really change your business outcomes, why complicate it? If you have co-developed parts, limited suppliers, long lead times, and expensive stockouts, then probably you need advanced planning. But if 80% of your SKUs are fast moving and commoditized, then the ROI may not justify the acrobatics. Do you have multiple manufacturing plants, multiple distribution warehouses, multiple ERP systems, common suppliers, cross-country constraints? I mean, if you're a company like Novartis procuring APIs from India to Switzerland, the United States, or any other countries, then by all means go ahead and build a supply chain model in your APS system. But if you're a simple trading company with one warehouse and maybe one factory in Diwali, then you're probably better off not having an APS. Even simple MRP systems can do the job. Are you controlling imbalance in demand and supply from a single nerve center? Because APS systems, in principle, are designed to support the romantic goal of centralized planning too. Systems like SAP's whole APO or the current IBP can support planning for multiple source systems, both SAP and non-SAP, and multiple legal entities, multiple languages, and multiple currencies. So if you have a prima facie business case for consolidating your planning for multiple countries or subset of that in one single system, then you must go for an APS, otherwise not. Sure, if your supply chain deals with product variants and configurable products and sales bundle like a pack of 12 red widgets, a blue colored car, or a grade of steel, then yes, your APS systems are designed to support the structures needed to link customer demand with production and procurement requirements at a more granular level. If not, you can explore alternatives in your ERP itself, for example, from basic materials requirement planning, discrete manufacturing, repetitive manufacturing, etc. Or even trust your planner's Excel expertise and his experience. APS systems can tell you in real time what is your available capacity, whereas MRP systems will take 4 to 5 iterations to guess it. But only if you feed your APS system with accurate and constantly updated master data and model it well. Otherwise, just a fancy way of saying, tough luck, try again tomorrow. If yes, then you need a multi-objective optimizer. Ask your vendor, what are the optimization models that are available under the hood? What solvers and what problem is it designed to solve? Problem of costs, minimizing costs, maximizing profitability, or some other objective. Otherwise, an AI-driven optimizer is just another fancy way of saying, I hope it works. Like automatically adjusting your safety stocks, your lead times, your forecasts, your minimum stocks, your maximum stocks, your reorder points, your target stocks, what have you, or even your lot sizes, minimum order quantities, etc. Or is it just some marketing fluff that looks good on PowerPoint slides, but does no better than your experienced planner's gut feel after a cup of adrak chai and possibly a sutta? Do the changes in your SAP ERP SO system or any other ERP system instantly reflect in the APS system? And vice versa. Does the planner's feedback get updated back to ERP? If not, exporting the CSV files back and forth is nothing more than a ping pong match. Make sure if your APS system must work productively, you must invest in integration that works. Now you'll notice I haven't used the words collaboration, digital twins, and supply chain transformation even once. That's because these are outcomes of a great plan, not inputs. APS systems are not a religion, it's just a tool. And like with every tool, it works best only when used for the right job. And what does it mean to have a right job? It means, did you formulate the problem correctly? Be it the problem of forecasting, be it the problem of production scheduling, be it the problem of running a cost optimizer, be it a problem of maximizing product availability. The problem statement needs to be clear. You don't need a satellite-guided missile to break a coconut, and you don't need a neural network to tell you that your supplier is always late. If your supply chain is complex, high value, and has extreme dependencies geographically and at a product level, then yes, APS system can be a game changer. If not, just stick with something very simple, like materials requirement planning that is easy to control. Because nothing slows down business operations faster than a planning system that nobody trusts. And if you're unsure whether your supply chain needs brains, bronze, or just some better spreadsheets, let's talk. Visit lydiangenius.com to start a conversation that skips the jargon, dodges the buzzwords, and might help your supply chain planners avoid doing supply chain planning on version 9 of an Excel file with a worksheet labeled final_final_. Once again, I am Lok, and I speak plain, simple business English. Talk to me.